Hey there, hello my friend, Amner Hunter here from AmnerHunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. Today I want to check out and review the brand new plugin by the company UBDSP. This is the Vowel Blender, a pretty interesting phonetic format filter. Also, it's a 2D phonetic pad, it's a motion recorder, and it's a modulation engine with 9 source types. It's a pretty interesting plugin that has an introductory price at the moment of $39. The intro price lasts until July 1st. There is a fully featured, unlimited free trial available here at the website. I'm going to leave you a link in the video description and first comment for you to go ahead and try it out before actual buying the plugin, right? It is worth mentioning that the company UBDSP approached me and contacted me to create this video review for you guys, but all of the thoughts and opinions remain objectively mine. The members of UBDSP are watching the video at the same time as you are. Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website, AmnerHunter.com, where you can get some free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks, some extra free tools, such as collections of guitar impulses and drum sample packs, and don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I'm updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. So let me now take you to my DAW session here and start checking out this pretty interesting plugin, right? Well, first of all, the Vowel Blender plugin has the sound and can be combined the sounds of 10 phonetic vowels, right? They are here. I, O, A, O, U, and some combinations of them as well, right? So we have 10 phonetic vowels down here that create these sort of filters, right? And we create these filters with the phonetic vowels and with the other controls that we have here to further enhance these filters and add movement, a ton of motion to them, right? So first of all, we have a saturation knob here, which is the drive. Also, we can shift the vowels, right, from low to highs. In this diagram, you can see the frequencies, right, from the lowest to the highest, right, creating shifts in the formants, right? Also, we have a Q control, right? How wide or narrow you want the Q factor to be on these filters. Up here, we have a general mix control that will add the Vowel Blender plugin sound to the original signal from 0 to 100%. This is the universal mix control. We have a snap as well and a position, right? A position, and you are gonna see also this pad that it's pretty interesting where we can add a ton of movement, right? This XY pad that we have position and we have open, right? And you are gonna see and hear some pretty interesting movements that we're gonna add in a moment. Here in this XY pad, we have the option to record, play, or stop, right? So we can record movement actually by like putting together and uniting these vowels, these phonetic vowels, right? And here we create a pretty interesting pattern that will add this cool effect when we play it, right? When we sort of play the sound, we're gonna have these sort of phonetic vowels working together in this case, right? And we're gonna hear some audio examples, of course, in a moment. We can also make it slower, right? Like in this case, we can sync it. If you want to have different shapes of it, you can have them as well with this shape control. We can have circular, we can have a diphthong, spiral, right? And it will create some pretty amazing sounds that we're gonna hear in a moment. Star, for instance, right? These different patterns, right? Or of course, as you saw, we can like make that shape that we want with the record functionality that we have, right? Additionally, we have some loudness match that it's down here that I suggest you having on at all times. Also, we can recover some lows with this control that we have down here, which is called lows, of course. And with this, we can recover some of the low end back to the sound with the effect on, right? We're gonna hear that, of course, in a moment as well. Also, pretty cool, it has different modulation things that we can add to any of these knobs, any of these controls and features. We can add low frequency oscillators, envelope follower, envelope generator, step sequencer, macro, etc., right? We can add a modulator, for instance, and in this case, low frequency oscillator, and we can route any of the to any of the knobs and like controls, right? The position knob, this one, the snap, the mix, the cue, etc., right? It's pretty interesting what happens when we add some extra movement, right? Like in this case, we can add some extra layer of modulation, a step sequencer, for instance, right? Pretty interesting things that you can create. And we're gonna check everything in a moment, right? For instance, if we click here where it says arm, we sort of can go ahead and arm like like it says, to any of the knobs that we have here, right? We are preparing any of these controls to have movement and motion based on these modulation controls, right? We can close everything, we can delete them like that, and we have character as well. We have different voice models, woman, man, kids, etc. We can also control the human, the size, breath as well, alien sound, transpose. Pretty interesting to add some extra character texture. And we have the size, right? A compact, default, or the larger size of the plugin. I'm using the compact in this case. I'm sorry, yeah, the compact. And there are some presets, right? Some pretty cool, interesting presets for different applications, for vocals, synths, bass, etc. Some pretty creative stuff here. It's like you wouldn't need a vocoder or a talkbox, right? With this plugin right here. So pretty interesting stuff. It has undo and redo functionality. And yeah, so now it's time to check it out. I have these synthesizers, right? I'm gonna turn off the plugin for the moment so that you can hear the synths without any effect, okay? So here they are. Alright. If I turn on the plugin, we're gonna hear the vowels, right? These vowels filters. So I'm gonna increase the mix. Right, and we have the formant-filters here in these, like you see, right? O, U, etc. Right? We can shift them. Right? We have the Q control, general mix. Okay, snap. The snap is for this XY pad, right? Position and open of this, right? But also we can add some layer of extra saturation, right? Right, and for instance, if we have this sort of shape here, let's click play here. Okay, we have the snap. It's gonna be snapping to these vowels, right? We can alter the speed. Okay, no effect. And with the Vowel Blender on, right? For instance, let me do a shape here. All right, and it's done. And if we click play, it's gonna have that shape, right? Of course, we can alter the speed with this. Okay, so it can make any sound basically speak. Okay, different shapes, as we saw. Let me stop it for the moment, and let's add some modulation here. For instance, a low frequency oscillator here. So here we can route, for instance, position, the cue, the mix, right? It's now moving the mix with this sine wave, triangle, right? Okay, we can add some extra movement. Right? Adding some extra layer of modulation there. Yeah, we want to turn it off. Simply we do this. All right. We can add a step sequencer here. Let's arm it. Right, using now a step sequencer. All right. Pretty interesting. Okay, let's also add some character here. The sounds, human, the size. We have a woman voice model. Kids. Some alien sound. All of this in a plugin, right? Tons and tons of modulation, movement, motion that can create sounds, very interesting sounds that speak, definitely, right? Right, and quickly, let me try some presets on these drums that I have as well. Let me start here from vocals. Okay. Talkbox. Ad-lib color, right? Let's find something for sound design. Wow. You have the general mix here. All right, and let's check out the CPU performance of this plugin here. On my DW, I have this plugin added. I inserted this plugin here in the master. So right now the plugin is off. Let me turn it on here. And 0.82, 1.6%. So it's pretty CPU friendly, right? It doesn't consume a lot of CPU. It's gonna be very easy on it. So let me play some sounds to see if it changes. 1.7%. Let's change different presets here. 0.90, 1.2, 0.95. Actually, using the complete plugin with modulation and stuff, it goes up to 1.3%. So very, very CPU friendly, right? Highly optimized for our DAWs and for different formats for Mac and Windows. So yeah, there you have it, my friends. That's the Vowel Blender plugin by UBDSP. Let me know what you think of it. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions about these tools. Remember that there is a fully featured unlimited trial of this plugin, and also remember that you have an introductory price until July the 1st, right? So thanks a lot, UBDSP, for sponsoring today's video with this brand new plugin. Thanks a lot to you guys for watching it. I am gonna see you very soon in the next one. All right, bye bye and take care.